It's been really fun. And actually, if you guys want to read a really good article, guys, go on the Kickbox website and go check Al's article about this. But the most important thing to understand is that, or like, I guess the biggest change would be that I was going to explain it very simply. Back in the day, it was very black and white. We didn't have so much data to rely on. Emails are coming from IPs. People didn't like the IP, we blocked the IP, and then people, of course, went to another IP and started all over again. And then domain reputation started coming in, and now things are growing exponentially. Engagement is now easily more tackleable. It's not a word in English, but close enough. Not all inboxes can do that, of course. They don't have the manpower. Even Microsoft has an issue with their spam filters the last couple of years. And the reason is that they're always catching up. But the thing that you need to keep in mind is that the spam filters are now listening more and more to the users instead of like external parties, like, block lists or IP listings and domain listings and so on. So they're able to tie everything together. And a lot of the behemoths out there have more data. Like, they know if you have Google Analytics with your website and you're sending emails and Google users are receiving emails and they see what people are doing after on the website and all of this, they can connect a lot of things together in order to make a decision for 1,000,001 things, including your deliverability and your sender reputation. And it's all historical at this moment. They don't forget anything. So I'm just, the biggest change for me is that going from like black and white, if and else, kind of going to something that's a little bit more complex and is like the whole ecosystem and everything you're doing is a lot more important now. So you can't hide. And the more tricks you do, like Jen was saying, the more tricks you do, the more you're teaching the inboxes what to look for so that they can block you from doing it and everyone else. So if you're going to put so much energy and trying to go around spam filters, you can take the same energy and put it into better marketing and better strategies that are going to give you happy people and return and loyal fans,
Content filtering has evolved too. So I think in the past, you'd have a ton of articles. What subject line is going to get me in my inbox and which ones are going to put me in the spam? What word should I use? Can I use the word free? Can I put it in all caps? That type of content filtering has really gone away. Could it still potentially impact you? I'm sure, because lots of stuff happens and you find like these little tweaks. But really what content filtering today is, it's looking at, are there fingerprints in there that are indicative of what abusive senders are doing? Are there domains in there or URLs? Are there, as you travel through, let's say, a redirect, because it could be hidden if you have a redirect, that go to malicious sites or that have poor reputation? Are you using a partner URL that doesn't have good reputation? That more will impact you than using all caps on a word. And, one way you can test content too is you send out your email with something very simple in it, see what happens. And you can slowly add in your chunks to see, is there something in there or is there a URL that you're flagging? And Al had a really great example. He said, Al Iverson, who I get to work with, yay, a period, there was no space after a period. And just the way the next sentence was structured, it actually looked like a domain and it was a bad domain. So sometimes it's as simple as that, like a space created something visually that to the eye or to a reader that it looked like it was a bad domain that they were trying to go to, whereas someone who's reading it understands a space is missing. So yes, in that case, content can impact you, but really it's about the holistic view of it, if this is a negative message that's going to hurt my customer in some way.